To be found in him does not mean that God finally regards us as good people. It means that we are received as people who belong to Jesus, clothed in his righteousness, held within his life, and known by God through the faithfulness of the Son. My friends, this isn't just abstract theology, although it may sound like it. What's formed quietly within us determines how we stand when pressure is applied, when trial and tribulation, persecution and hardship occur. It's not that we should seek it out, but we shouldn't be surprised when it happens. Because the last thing our enemies, the world, the flesh, and the devil, want is a life lived in love and obedience to God the Father. I've heard it said before, maybe some of you have heard this before, and I think hopefully it's slightly hyperbolic, exaggerated to make a point, that if the enemy hasn't noticed you, he doesn't consider you a threat. And this is where this passage, I think, becomes uncomfortable but also honest. Just as Jesus emptied himself, so those who are found in him are drawn into that same pattern. Paul and us. Paul tells us plainly that knowing Jesus includes both the power of his resurrection and the fellowship of his suffering. They're not two separate paths. They belong together and they cannot be divided. Repeating verse 10, he says, that I may know him and the power of his resurrection and may share his sufferings, becoming like him in his death, that by any means possible I may attain the resurrection from the dead. So what might that look for us now? What might we need to die to? Well, how about our resume? Our sense of worth built on our accomplishments and our recognition. How about our reputation? Our fear of being dismissed, misunderstood, or overlooked? How about our past? Failures that paralyze us with guilt, or successes that inflate us with pride? How about our comfort? Our expectation that life should be convenient, predictable, and painless. And how about our control? The insistence that we retain the final say over our future, our security, or our plans. Well, my brothers and sisters, as we die to ourselves, all of this is replaced with humility and peace and trust in God's provision. And this leads us to both freedom and focus. And this matters because for Paul, knowing Christ is that two-sided reality.